this one. So halftime has to wait one more snap. That pass interference call means we've got an untimed down coming up. Butker knocks it through. And that'll push it to double digits in a two-possession game. We've hit halftime here in Cincinnati. The Bengals carrying a lead into the locker room. Now we'll send you south to Orlando for a check-in around the league via Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, what you got for us?
All right, Kate, we'll get back to you and Brock in a bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We saw a strong first half out of the quarterback, Joe Burrow. He's got a touchdown pass on the ledger as his guys were able to build a double-digit lead.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. This return starts at the 5. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Man in motion, headed right. 1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. Moss with a run to start this third quarter. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
It's 3rd and 7.
Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Escapes the pocket. Oh, he's going to run for it. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
They're out now, ready to punt it. And they could really use a good one here. Takes it in at the 21. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Onto the field runs the Atlanta offense. And this game might be going better if he could have some more time just to work back there. This pass rush has been all over them. Really keeps taking this offense out of any grooves that they've managed to get into.
Okay, I like to say in life there's energy givers and there's energy vampires.
Yeah.
And for this defense, these sacks right here, they're such energy givers. And, man, it's like a vampire sucking the juice out of an offense.
Yeah, I love that. They go play action. Here's Penix. Forced out to his right. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Kate, I can already read the headlines tomorrow. This offensive line can't protect. This offensive line. But it's more than that. When you give up 5 sacks in a game, it's a complete breakdown of everybody offensively. Play caller, quarterback, offensive line. Yeah, they're going to have to regroup and figure out how to protect this quarterback first and foremost.
The defenders are there to get him at the line. Stopped there by Cedric Johnson. And the Bengals bringing out a 5th DB. They're in the nickel, 3rd down. Throwing Penix. Got a man. Robinson has it. And he's brought down for a loss.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
So out now comes the punter. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. And now he's going to call for the fair catch and take it just beyond the 30. That punt goes unanswered. No return there. And it's going to be their football coming up. First down, Burrow to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
That's good for a Cincinnati Bengals.
Up the gut, they go with Moss. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the second level. Well, someone from the second level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Able to get it to Moore. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. And the Falcons get a 5th defensive back out there. 3rd down coming. Here's Burrow. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
That sure ended up being a worst-case scenario. Pass rush just kept coming and bearing down, and he was looking for an escape that wasn't there. It's just one of those plays in hindsight, Kate, where you really got to understand, I got to cut bait, cut my losses, and avoid such a negative play.
Punt team on the field. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he's brought down before the return gets far. Call that punt a 52-yard effort. And it'll be their football. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. Here's Penix. He lobs it up, looking deep to the right side. He's got it deep downfield. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Robinson. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Only a yard that time, and now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. To the air with Penix. Escape, and he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. Michael Penix Jr., the touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Ball is set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Fielded at the 7. Now bottle him up as he gets the return to the 30. So now here comes the Bengals on offense. That last touchdown cuts their lead from 10 to 3, but a chance to restore it right here. Starting the drive with a give to Moss. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. First down, and they go right back to him. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Jesse Bates getting up for the stop that time. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Play action now, Burrow. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Kirby Joseph picks it. And the Falcons take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Second down, they go pass here, and it's intercepted to kill the drive.
And that is one way defensively to get your teammates off the field. That was all about anticipation. Great move there by the defender to take it away and put his offense on the field.
Now here come the Falcons on offense. They really had the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Here's Robinson up the middle. And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Staying with Robinson. And it's a nice gain, but they needed just 1 more yard to move the chains. A solid gain of 6 there. It's going to be 3rd and just a yard. Here's Penix to throw. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
The Bengals are getting the ball back as Zach Moss runs out there. They are coming off their 1st interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. Moore's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Burrow from the gun. Bails out of the pocket quick. He's on the move. They get 13 on the pickup. And it sets up a Cincinnati 1st down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Braylon Trice there to meet him. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Running out of the gun with Moss. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They push it forward for a yard. That brings up 3rd and 8.
Brings up 3rd and 8.
Burrow out of the shotgun. Complete beyond the marker. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Bengals. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. The Bengals with it. They've got the lead, but this game is close. They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Trying to throw here out of the gun. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Burrow to the air now. On the move, headed right. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB could run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
Falcons going nickel to defend this 3rd down play. Now Burrow. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Their punter making his way out now. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. And this is a good representation right here of what the playoffs will look like come the postseason in 2 weeks. Still a few things to finalize, though, which makes this week and those divisional games next week incredibly important. Penix on first down. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap, a give to Robinson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
On first down, here's Penix. That's brought in by Mooney. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They'll run it with Bijan. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
Yeah, you want to get above 5 yards to carry? Well, put together runs like that. And I'll tell you what else a run like that does, Kate. That sets up the play action. Right? When you really just gouge and gash your defense like that, the next time you run that action, they're going to be thinking running the ball could go right over their head.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They'll run here following the penalty. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Buys time, rolling right. He can run it. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
Penix now on first down. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down. Penix now to throw. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Third down, it's Penix. He'll get this complete to Pitts. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On third down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. An option gives to Robinson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline and his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
The throw is caught. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons take a 4-point lead. Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. Returning it from the 4. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. Cincinnati just about set for its next offensive possession. They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. They send him left out of the slot. 1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. Got his target. It's Higgins. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Running on 2nd with Moss. And this one does not go far. Just 2 yards there on the carry. They're going to need another 2 now on 3rd down.
Here we go. 11 Thomas. 12, 12, 12. 11 MT. 11 MT.
Moss with another carry. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
They'll bring out the punter here. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. Same as a touchback here. Fair catch made at the 20. The Falcons and Michael Penix Jr. set to take over again. And on that last drive, Brock, he crossed a notable threshold in passing yards for the season. Always nice when you can reach one of those plateaus to look back on after the year's over. Penix has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line. Second and 3 now. From the 28. Breaks through, and he might break away. And he's tackled for a short gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. It's a meager 2-yard gain, but that's enough to award them the 1st down.
And the Falcons first down.
They bring their tight end left. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Cincy. Falcons up by 4. They've got 1st down from the 31. Another carry for Robinson. And this run is stopped after getting up past the 35. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their 1st. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. A handoff for Robinson, running right. And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. No surprises here. Defense quick to stop that clock. We've got 1:53 left in this game. Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Running left is Robinson. And second verse, same as the first. He's bottled up at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? Back to throw. Setting up the screen. It's a pickup of 11. And it's good for an Atlanta first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident a screen would get them enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. The Falcons nearing a victory as he drops to a knee.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
With the win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. And this was the type of response you always hope to see after a loss, Brock. Get right back out there and find a way to win the following week. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. A well-earned win for the Falcons as we say so long from Cincinnati.